Hello, I'm Lisa Green, one of the writers at BMC, and this video describes the Azure Resource Manager parameters you can include in BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management blueprints. When you select an Azure Resource Manager resource in a BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management blueprint, you can set various parameters. We can set some parameters on the Parameters panel. We can set others at the service definition level. In BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management 4.6.05, these parameters were added. Note that you can use the resource container for instance and template-based provisioning. The rest of the parameters are for instance-based provisioning only. To add one of these parameters, click the plus sign and enter the name and label. BMC also recommends that you enter a default value and not require users to enter this information on the service request form. The resource container parameter identifies the type of resource in which to place the provisioned service. You can enter any one of the following values. Service, which creates a single resource group with the same name as the SOI. All resource sets will be deployed from this common resource group. Another value is resource set, which creates individual resource groups with the resource set name. For template-based provisioning, the custom resource prefix for the service request is used to name the resource groups. For compute-based provisioning, the SOI name is used to name the resource groups. If you enter the resource group name, it specifies an existing Azure resource group. If you use this parameter, you can use data sources to create a static list from which users can select an existing resource group. See the documentation for more information. If you leave the value for the parameter blank, resource set is used. The Azure OS type parameter identifies the operating system for the provisioned service. Only the values of Windows or Linux are supported. Use this parameter for private or custom images only. This parameter is required for a successful provisioning. The Azure Storage Account name parameter defines the Azure storage account where you want to place the provisioned Azure service. The field is case sensitive and you must enter the exact name. If a name is not entered, a new storage account is created. You can use the Azure Storage Account name parameter at the resource set level by adding it before the parameter with a colon. The availability set name resource set name parameter defines a new availability set at the deployment definition level to apply to all the resource sets within. To use this parameter, if the resource set is named Server Group 1, enter this. To create and use a load balancer pool, you must pass this parameter. If it is not passed, then a load balancer with only one virtual machine is created. After that, you cannot associate any other virtual machines with that load balancer. Also note that an internet-facing load balancer is supported. For more information, see the BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management documentation. The instance family parameter defines the instance family or instance type series. For the parameter's value, enter the instance family name, for example, D series, DSV2 series, or G series. The instance size parameter defines the instance size, which is a subset of the instance family. For example, you might enter standard D1, standard D14 V2, or standard G1. And lastly, the ArmTags parameter enables you to add tags to the Azure resources. These might be helpful if you want to tag resources for billing purposes, for example. You simply add tags as parameter values in a comma-separated list of name-value pairs, like this. The tag level parameter defines the level to which the ArmTags tags are applied. If you enter a value of resource, the tags are applied to the resource only. If you enter a value of resource group, the tags are applied to the entire resource group. If you do not define the tag level parameter, any tags added through the ArmTags parameter are added to the resource and the resource group. Because the parameters require background technical knowledge, you should enter the value in the blueprint and select No for the user entry field for the parameters. If you decide to ask end users to enter the value for a parameter in the service request form, enter a clear description so that they can click on the tooltip icon next to the field to learn what the field requires. I hope this video has helped you understand how to use Azure Resource Manager parameters and BMC Cloud Lifecycle Management blueprints. Thank you for watching.